This is what Marysvale, Utah looks like at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, most folks are still getting some personal time with their pillows at 5 a.m., but sometimes it's worth getting up early for views like this.
Today we've hiked into the South Fork drainage of Bullion Canyon. Last year I brought my little pup and we hiked this, and I came up here thinking, you know, this needs to be seen by other people. It's not a closed wilderness area by any means, but it's an open area for hiking and backpacking, horse riding, and I thought, well, it would be a good opportunity to get this exposed. A lot of people come to Marysvale and they ride the ATV trail system, but this is another option that they have.
And Sam followed through with his thought that this place needed to be seen by other people, and I agreed. I was joined on this hike by a wide range of people, including an environmental engineer about to send his son on an LDS mission, a father-son duo who love fishing, and a young couple expecting their first child. We all set off from the incredible Rocky Ridge Resort in search of adventure.
I think there is something special to be said about getting somewhere under your own power, getting out and connecting with nature. ATVing's fun, and I razor. I like to be in the smell octane, and all that stuff is fun, but there's also something special about being out in the woods, quiet, disconnected from electronics, in nature.
The hike itself was moderately challenging, not so much that an 8-month pregnant young woman couldn't join us, but enough that you'll want to make sure you're packing enough water and snacks to keep you energized. But the scenery is breathtaking, and the history that's scattered around the trail is fascinating. At one time it was thought gold could be found up in these hills, and that brought prospectors from across the country in search of their fortunes. Remnants can still be found today, and that history adds to the allure of the trail.
I like all the old mining stuff for sure. I think that stuff's really interesting. All of the old cabins, all that stuff is pretty crazy to see that people lived here so long ago and built all of this by hand. I mean, it's pretty incredible.
You know, just every time you come here, any of these higher mountain areas in the Tushers are just breathtaking, and a lot of people drive up 89 or I-15 and they see the peaks from the highway, but they never get over here.
It's always good to get outside and be with good company and enjoy the beauty that the world has to offer, because there's a lot of beautiful places, and if you don't go explore, you're missing out.
The trail up Bullion Canyon offers more than just intriguing historic sites, fresh air, and far-reaching vistas. There's also the opportunity to bring your trusted steed up this way, as horses are more than welcome and alter the experience to such a degree that it's a completely different trip. Plus, with plenty of streams, if you want to cast a line, there is plenty of fishing along the way. Now, truthfully, when we set off this morning into these mountains, there was no specific destination. Sure, Sam had some hot spots that he wanted us to see, but ultimately we were just there to experience. We would pick our path and we would go, and in many ways, that's the purest form of exploration, and it was a wonderful day because of it.
I think a lot of people in our modern age get caught up with an end point. They've got to get here or got to get there. You set a goal and get to a point. And I think once you achieve your goals, when you look back and realize everything that you had to do to get to that point, that's where the something special is happening.
The most important takeaway from today's trip, at least for me, is how important it is to appreciate the journey. Today wasn't about where we were going, it was about how we were getting there and what we were seeing, and how wonderful that experience is. Plus, having people you care about alongside you during the trip makes everything better. The journey and the people we share that journey with, for me, is one of the most important aspects of life.
We have a feeling that the baby likes it, because whenever we come out, baby gets lots of kicks. So we're constantly getting kicked, and baby's just like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's thrilled to bring people into places like this for their first time, and you get to see it through their eyes, and they get to share with us their feeling of the beauty of what we have here. And so sometimes we take it for granted, and so it's just nice to kind of get pumped up by others, so it's a good feeling.
And that feeling is amplified when you have an experience like this with people you love. It's kind of the power of the outdoors. I'd like to thank the Steed family for showing this area off, and Rocky Ridge Resorts for putting us up. This is a beautiful area. You should come out here with your family and give it a try. Well, Well, I'm Stephen Heumann for At Your Leisure. We need to take a commercial break, but when we come back, we'll have our product review. Hey guys, if you liked that video, you're gonna wanna watch all of our other AYL videos. You're gonna wanna like it, you're gonna wanna share it, and you're gonna wanna subscribe, right? See all the buttons right here? This is what you're gonna wanna do, right? Click on them, because we have some really cool videos, all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, bloopers of Alicia crashing and stuff.
Why are you gonna sell me out like that, Stephen?
So you wanna click all of these things and subscribe to our channel, because At Your Leisure is awesome, and we'll see you here for more videos.